大家好. So normally I'm pretty bad with documenting things, and I really want to remember things that happened while I'm here in China for the month. So I decided to, you know, record a video blog. So this is the last day that I'm allowed to speak English. So this will be the only one that's actually in English, but I feel like that's also be a good opportunity to practice speaking Chinese, and God knows I could use help. So far I've been lazy with recording videos and taking pictures of my experience, but I'll try and do my best to summarize what happened so far. So first, what happened first? So my first flight got delayed, and I had to go through Texas instead of Chicago. For some reason, my first flight from Chicago got like canceled or something, and they had to reroute me through Texas, which was a difference of like 5 or 6 hours between the two flights I was supposed to take, and then I ended up getting in Beijing at like 5 a.m. as opposed to 3 p.m. I was supposed to meet everybody here and get safely to the campus, which was another interesting thing. So I arrive here at 5 a.m. and obviously it's late. I'm tired, haven't slept. So I get my luggage and I go outside to like look for a taxi, and I get in the first one I see. Little did I know anything about the little black cab problem. Yeah, so I got in the first one, and my sheet said it should cost around 140 RMB to get to campus from the airport, and he was trying to charge me 700, which is like $120 or $140, something like that, which is absolutely ridiculous. And like I knew that at least, so I got out of that cab, and he tried to direct me to another cab, which was charging 500, which is still about $100. I also got out of there and decided to try and take the subway. So I went back to the airport, and as I was walking out the door again, this like guy grabbed me and was like, "Hey, you want taxi? You want taxi?" And just started grabbing my bag and walking. And I was like, "No, I'm taking the bus." He's like, "No, buses don't run. Buses don't run." And they're taking my bag. And I was like, "Well, why not?" That should have been a sign that like it wasn't a good idea. But yeah, so he said he would charge me 300, which at this point was like, well, I could waste time trying to find like a legit cab, but 300 isn't that bad. It's like twice. I did get here at 5 a.m. and I need to get to campus, and taking the subway might have been a bad idea my first time here. So I get in his cab, and he drives me. We were driving for a while. It seemed like the appropriate amount of time. And yeah, we get to someplace, and he lets me out, and I pay him money. Yeah, I'm standing there. I'm like, wait, this doesn't really look like a campus. So I'm like walking around. It turns out he dropped me off in the middle of nowhere, Beijing. Like, I was in some really random alley, like not even close to a school. So I kind of just like wandered around with my giant bag, making noise, looking very lost and black. Eventually I found a restaurant, and I had my first experience like trying to speak in Chinese to natives, which is hard. Eventually, like I sort of understood what she was trying to say and got a cab and got to campus. And it turns out this place that he dropped me off was very far from CET, like at least 20-minute drive, maybe more. And yeah, if I didn't do that, I would have been lost and dead in Beijing. That wasn't a great start, but luckily I arrived as soon as breakfast started, and then we had orientation, and yeah, not much interesting happened the first day. Ate food, learned more about cultural expectations, and then I came back to my room and sort of organized for the next day. Like I went shopping and got some stuff. Today was more interesting. What do we do today? Oh, so we had an academic orientation day, and I found out I was placed in the lowest Chinese class. And yeah, I met my teachers, and they all seem really nice. I'm actually fairly pleased and looking forward to studying. We have like a ridiculous amount of homework. This is our packet of shangsi. I don't even. Yeah, so this will be tough, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, we also we went out to lunch with our teachers and members of our class, and that was a lot of fun. We went to Wang Kao Ya Dian, just like roast duck restaurant. I'm not sure what it's actually supposed to be translated as, but that's like a literal translation. And there, it was amazing. The food was, yeah. And then our roommates moved in. Our roommate's over there, watching a thing. I'll introduce him next video in Chinese, because I feel like I could use more practice. Yeah, but he's really cool. Reminds me of Kevin. Anyway, yeah, so that's it for right now. Let's take a look around my room. Yeah, so this is my room, and as you can see, it's, I don't know, a room. Features the most uncomfortable bed ever. Yeah, that's pretty much just solid plywood. This like heater thing that doesn't turn off. I have a wardrobe here. And I should really remember all the words for these in Chinese, but yeah, I've sort of unpacked. It's a little bit messy. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to see in here. Yeah, so cool. Keep it locked, Cambridge. Alright, so heading out to go get some Beijing duck with other members of my program. Alright, this is the hallway. It's very boring, it's just a hallway. Oh, when I get back, I have to show the bathrooms. They're crazy! Alright, so this is outside of campus. This is the dorm we live in. Shiloh. And this is the main building. Downstairs is a really, really sad gym. I think you can see, maybe not from this side. And this is the gate where we enter and exit every day. The system here is pretty interesting. Like if you come in late, you have to like wake up the dude who's sleeping in there, get him to open the gate for you. So it's like public shame. Pretty interesting. The welcome banner. And that's the other building. We have like orientation stuff in there sometimes. Yeah, that's what the gate looks like. This is a map of campus. For some reason, south is up. Fisher, Kaowang, or Yaohang Kao, Ya Dian? Roast duck restaurant. Inside. Only if you pray.
Or you can spread it on your map. Yeah. In the middle. Those and those. I want to take a picture of that.